Hey, this is Jim coming at you live with another segment of the Real Estate Expert Online. Thanks for joining me, folks. Before I begin, I want to be sure that you hit the little bell down below, subscribe to my channel. I have some great and information that you don't want to miss. Also, please message me down in the comments down below any questions or comments that you'd like to share with me. I'd love to connect with you and get to know you better, as well as be your great resource when it comes to real estate. So let's talk about sellers looking to sell their home. Today's segment, we're going to talk about what sellers should do in order to sell their home. Now, you as a seller looking to sell your home, maybe you've gone through the process of trying to sell your property yourself and you failed miserably. I mean, let's face it, it's not an easy task, or everyone would be doing it, right? So the next step is you want to look at interviewing real estate agents. Now, I used to be a real estate broker for 20 years, and some of the information I'm going to share with you is going to make some of my agent friends feel a little uneasy, but that's okay. I just love to be transparent, and I'm happy to call an agent out when they deserve to be called out, because there's a lot of agents out there that really shouldn't be in the business. It's kind of a sad day in this industry to say that, but in every industry that you come across, there's always some misfit out there that really needs to be doing something else other than the craft that they claim to be a master at, okay? So the first step you want to do as a seller is you want to set up at least 3 interviews with agents, okay? You want to pick up the phone, call 3 respectable agents that you know or know of, maybe somebody, a family member or a neighbor has referred you to, and you want to set up a time for them to come out and interview them. And basically the conversation should go like this. Hey, this is so-and-so, and I'm thinking about selling my home, and I'd like to interview you for the job. Are you in the business of listing properties? So you want to make sure they actually are listing agents and have some success at selling properties. So once you establish an appointment, you set it up, you want to go through a lot of questions that you want to ask this agent and these agents, you know, that you interview. Now, the one is you want to ask them to share their marketing plan. You'll be surprised to know that there's a lot of agents going around like Mr. Magoo looking for the light switch. They have no clue of what a marketing plan is. Now, the ones that do should provide you with information that would include a CMA, which is a comparable market analysis, and that's going to break down what other properties that have recently sold in your neighborhood or surrounding area in the last 6 months. And that's going to gauge a platform of where they're going to put the price of your home and why. Now, it should also include some other things that they're going to do, which would be advertising. You know, are they going to advertise social media on the internet? Obviously in the multiple listing service in the local county and state that your property resides in. You know, are they going to conduct open houses? Now, I always enjoyed this when I was a real estate agent. They did this thing called Tuesday morning meetings, and they did this caravan, and they would include the new listings that our office had listed, and we were going to drive out there in our vans and go preview the properties. Now, it was great for me because I needed the education, because I was new to that state and I really didn't know what the market rates were, what homes were selling for in that area. So I really got educated on that, being new in the industry. But as a seller, it's just a tool that a lot of traditional real estate agents use to justify that commission that you're going to be paying them. And it's a large amount of commission that you will pay should they be successful enough to sell your property. Another thing is, you know, if they're going to conduct open houses, there's going to be a sign out front to gain access to the property, you know, showing instructions. They should have a list of showcasing your property, professional photos, maybe videos. All those things should be included in the marketing plan. What you're looking for is something unique that stands out from the rest of the agents that you interview. And those things might be something that's really going to impress the hell out of you. So maybe they do something outside of the norm to drive traffic to your property. And you may not know what that is until you hear it for the first time. So be on the lookout for that conversation and part of that marketing plan. Now, the next thing you want to ask the agent is, are they full-time agents or are they part-timers? It's very important to hire a full-time agent. You don't want to have your listing with an agent that maybe worked down at the donut shop during the day and missing all these buyer leads that are calling in off of your property. And that's a missed opportunity for you to sell your home for top dollar. So be sure they are full-timers. Next question you want to ask them is, how many homes have they sold recently in your neighborhood or in the area, or in general for that matter? There may be a lot of agents that you interview and find out they haven't sold squat, okay? So why would you be hiring somebody that has not sold a darn house in the state in which your property resides, let alone your neighborhood, okay? And I understand that a lot of times agents don't sell properties in your neighborhood on a regular basis, and that's okay. They shouldn't get a strike against them for that, but they should have valid answers to how many properties they did sell in the area, and if they didn't sell a whole lot, what is the reason behind it. Other thing is, you want to ask them how many listings do they have currently in their inventory, and how many properties that they listed that they actually sold themselves without a co-op agent. It's very important the agent you hire is very proactive, and they are go-getters. They want to bring the buyer to your listing. A lot of agents are called the listing agents. You stick a sign in your yard, put it on the multiple listing service, and that's it. They hope for another agent to come by with a buyer to sell the property so they can co-opt the commission and get that 3.5%, and then share the other 3 or 3.5% with the buyer's agent. So it's very important that you find that information out. Also, the big question I always like to ask them is, why did you get in the business? Now, it's not always about the money, and it shouldn't be that way. That's not the answer you're looking for. You're looking for an answer from an agent that is very passionate about helping the community and helping sellers create win-win situations in the real estate industry. So be sure to ask them the right questions and get the right answers before you make the decision of hiring your next agent. So I hope that is helpful for you. Again, be sure to subscribe to my channel down below. There's some more helpful information and videos that I share with you, absolutely free to you. So be sure to reach out to me anytime. If you have any questions about your real estate needs, I'd love to help. I'm a real estate investor. I buy and sell in all 50 states. So if you don't want the hassle of going through the traditional methods of selling your home with a realtor, I'm your guy. And we can close very quickly without the hassle. So thanks again for joining me, folks. Make it a great day. Bye for now.